Okay, Taurus. So let's just talk for a minute, because I kind of feel like you guys need to talk a little bit. And I'm also feeling like there's a decision for you to make. I know in the first half of March, we talked about how, it's really great to have nice things and to work really, really hard on your outside world and manifesting all of the beautiful things in your outside world. It's great to do that. And you guys are excellent manifestors. And you love so deeply and you share of yourself so deeply. And that includes material possessions. When I wanted you guys to go within and look within, there's something that you have been fighting yourselves with for quite some time. And I don't want you to go through this whole, another whole cycle of life in limbo. So going within really to me was saying there is a decision that you have to make because you feel you have this purpose. You're not quite sure what that purpose is in your life, but you feel like there's this purpose and you feel like there's this big thing that is supposed to happen. And you're not quite really comfortable with a big thing that's supposed to happen, because it's going to move you out of a very safe and secure environment. My best friend is a Taurus, and I rely on his safe and stable energy. He's 1,500 miles away from me, but I rely on his safe and stable energy sometimes, to just get through a day. And he willingly gives it to me. There are some times where he's like, I don't have any energy to give or whatever. But I will go to him and say, I'm losing my mind. And he will tell me why I shouldn't be losing my mind and that things really are actually better than they seem. And that it all makes sense again. You guys make sense of things. Except right now, and for a while, it seems, there's this part of you that feels like it needs to move and can't. King of Wands. Someone who's very focused, someone who is very driven, passionate, open. Someone who can bring things to a culmination and start a new beginning. If you have a fire sign in your life, or just somebody who is very I'm going to go out in the world and I'm going to get it. This person really recognizes you. This is like that victory. That Six of Wands victory. And it's funny because people are like, does it have to be a fire sign? No, it does not have to be a fire sign. It could really be any sign. This is just a person that represents all of that passion and excitement. This could be you recognizing yourself finally. Three of Cups. The celebration after the victory. I feel like at the end, the second half of March, there will be this moment in your life where it all just kind of makes sense just for a minute. It's like everything that has confused you for so long just kind of comes to a culmination point. The Lovers and the Six of Pentacles. And when I've talked about so much, how much you guys give of yourselves. We have 2 6s here, which is all about balance, balancing out. And you guys have not felt balanced for so incredibly long. So finally, when you get to that point, whatever it is that happens in March, the second half of March, that gets you to that balanced point where you feel like there's a reciprocity, where you feel like you are being recognized, where you feel like I can actually like relax and enjoy this moment in time, this moment in my life. You know? 9 of Cups. Because there have been confusing things happening around you. And things have been really fuzzy. And it's been for a long time. And you guys know that I'm like your biggest cheerleader. I will be the first person to say to you, come on, Taurus, let's just go. Let's move. Let's get going. You know, I've always said I'm not afraid to poke the bull. Tell that to my best friend all the time. You know, you're 1,500 miles away from me. I'm not afraid to poke the bull. Hold on a second. Where then he will ghost me for 2 days after I poked him, but I don't care. The beauty of the second half of March is everything making sense, even if it's just for a couple of days, you know? And you guys really, and it's funny because it's up to you. You can manifest this beauty of things making sense for much longer than a couple of days, or much longer than 2 weeks, you know, much longer than just the end of March. You can manifest it all the way into April, but will you? Because you guys are going to be riding on a high. That was really loud outside. You guys are going to be riding on a high, and you won't want to get off of it. The Chariot. The 4 of Cups. And this is really funny. I just thought, okay, you guys are going to have that celebration. You're going to go out. You're going to have a really good time. And then it's going to be like, oh my God, now it's done and it's gone and no more celebration. And now what do I do? I'm in the 4 of Cups state. Damn. Now what do I do? This is what I mean by you guys can manifest this feeling to stay. You know, we talked about going inwards. What is it that Taurus wants? What are the wishes that you want? Go for it. Charge forward and do that. Because it's time for you guys to like really pick up and move on and get going. And there will be a moment in March that is going to make you want to do it. And it could be kind of shocking to you that this moment actually happens. Or you could be anticipating it already. If you have a Gemini in your life that you feel like you're giving a little too much to, I think you're going to rise above that and certainly move on. If you are moving forward, moving ahead with a Cancer, try not to get too much in your head about it or too much in your feelings about it. Because this is the person that you want to be with. Whether it's a fire sign, water sign, whether it's just somebody who just makes you feel very passionate and very open, and you can be yourself with them. The 6 of Wands is really like all about being yourself, all about rising above. What else, Taurus? I just feel like you guys need to talk. You guys want to, you have this thing that has been going on for so long, and you're so, you know, it's like finally coming to that chapter end. It's finally like coming to that culmination, and you get to start this new beginning, but you're not really sure, like, what is the new beginning? Is this really ending? I feel like something is kind of coming to a close. There's like this building up of pressure. I feel like something's supposed to be happening, but it doesn't really feel like it. So talk to me. What is it that Taurus wants? You want to have this relationship. Yeah, you don't know. You guys are like, seriously, stop fucking with me. I don't know what I want. You do know what you want. You're just really up in your head about it. Nine of Swords. And that's the thing, though, is like once Taurus is ready to go, they will go. And I don't say I poke the bull easily. I don't want to make light of that because you guys aren't stuck. You're not stuck. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody does. You're not stuck. You just get up in your head and you worry and you worry and you worry for everybody that's around you, more than yourself. I mean, you guys just played me big time because I'm like, come on, Taurus, what do you want? What do you want? You know what you want. You just don't know how to get there. You know, and it's not being stuck. It's being worried. Because you want to be stable within it. You don't want it to just be something that's like, you know, if it could be the chaos of the Chariot, yes, this really has a direction that it's going, but look at all that magic behind it, pushing it. That could just be like pushed anywhere and just whew, out into outer space. Don't know where it's going, right? Taurus doesn't work like that. They like to have things that are nice and neat and tidy, you know? And it's hard when you know that there are things that you have to walk away from, Eight of Cups, to get there. Because then it's not nice and neat and tidy. And all you guys want to do is to provide for other people. You're not in the business of hurting others. You're just not. The thing is, though, is if a Taurus just lives for other people, yeah, living for other people, Taurus. The Six of Cups. So we have 3 sixes here, which is all about balance. I feel like March is that month of balancing for you. You know, you've been chained for so long. The Devil. You've been like moving in and out, in and out, in and out of some, you know, either not feeling like you're in control or feeling like there's too much control over you with the Emperor and the Knight of Wands. God, my nose itches really bad all of a sudden. And you don't want to be stuck anymore. You want to be able to go, right? The Hanged Man and the Fool. Could have a Pisces or an Aries in your life. 2 cards of Aries. But I feel like if there's an Aries in your life, you don't know about that. I mean, we've got the Knight of Wands here, being very in and out, being very not really sure what direction to go in. Like I said, you guys know, you've known, even though it's been fuzzy. Even, I mean, it's not like you have a, you know, I feel like Taurus is saying, could somebody just make the decision for me? Or could somebody just change things for me? Because it gets very exhausting. It's very exhausting, right? I hope you guys have a really great second half of March because honestly, whatever it is that you are coming to a conclusion, or it's kind of like culminating, and you are really realizing that the direction that you need to go, although it's hard to think about that, and it can be a little chaotic, it's not going to be wrapped up in a nice, neat little package. And you may be a little guarded against going that direction. It is a position of celebration. It's in it's like just a knowing, you know, this is what I want. And I gotta say, often we have to go through the torture, and often we have to go through the fire and the flames and the having to walk away and all of the emotional bullshit before we can get to all the sixes, you know, the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, the Six of Cups. It's that, you know, we have to balance, we have to go through all of it before we can get to that balancing act. And you know what's really funny is you guys actually teach me that the most. Because you're so good at keeping your cool for as long as you possibly can until you explode. And it's like, Taurus is like, I don't even want to get to the point to where I explode. I don't want to charge anybody with my horns. That's not the point. That's not what you strive to do. Sometimes it happens. And I feel like that's where things are kind of coming to. Because the recognition of where you want to put your energy versus where you are putting your energy is becoming very clear. And I think it's actually been clear for a really long time. It's just, how do I do it? How do I get there? How do I go? And you guys aren't stuck. But keep manifesting the forward movement. Keep manifesting all of the good things. Keep manifesting the good job, the good relationship. Keep manifesting the good friendship. When you, even just one small negative thought in a Taurus mind, another negative thought can happen, and then the war. And then the Eight of Cups, or I'm sorry, the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Wands happens. That fight, that ruminating in your head, that not being able to get out of it, that not being able to complete the cycle. It's so funny. It's like such a contradiction, you know, and you guys do that often, but it's okay because you're like, I know what I want. I know what I want. I see the love. I see all the happiness. I see my future right here. I know what I can get to, but how do I do it? And oh my God, here I am up in my head, and I got to walk away from things, and I don't want to walk away from things because then that creates chaos and there's no balance. And oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Okay, Taurus. Do you know that you are so much more like a Virgo than you would care to admit? I'm a Virgo. We all get up in our heads, right? But Taurus and Virgo, oh man. It's like all day long we could sit in our heads, right? That's why we're so good. That's why, like, it's so easy for a Taurus and a Virgo to be friends, because we hash things out together. And nobody, you know, when a Taurus and a Virgo get into a room and you start hashing things out together, there's no judgment there. Because it's like, oh my God, yes, I totally understand. So let's do it together. Because trust me, Virgos need to walk away from some things too. Virgos need to walk on their chosen paths as well. So let's do it together. Let's start this new beginning together. I really like March for you guys. I like the second half of March. I know that there are going to be some hiccups and some bumps, but there's definitely this sense of celebration and peace and kind of coming to that realization of oh man, you know, like this has been a really long time coming and I'm really glad that it's here, kind of thing. So enjoy the second half of March. If you guys want to get personal readings, you can check me out on the InstantGo app. That link is below. Also my website, fearlessintuition.net. Through March, 10% off all of my services. And I am putting together an event in April, the end of April. I don't have the exact date yet. I will let you know when it's up on the website. In April for Kansas City. It will be 3 days. And I will be doing a special meet and greet night. And then I will also have openings for personal readings. So I will let you guys know when I will be in Kansas, or when the event will be going on in Kansas City. Yeah, have a really great March. You guys are fantastic. And thank you very much for being my friend and letting me be your friend, because you guys teach me so much every single time I do a reading. You guys teach me so much about yourselves and me. I will see you guys for April. Bye.